We're at the Driftless Education Center in Allamakee County, Iowa.
And we're going to be at the Birding Festival this evening, specifically to learn about raptors and owls.
Tonight we're going to do an introduction to the Raptors of Iowa. The three main organizations that are running these workshops include Clinton County Conservation Board, Nahant Marsh Education Center. This is my own consulting company. And then we had two other major partners, Clinton County Chapter of Pheasants Forever and Blevins Wild Bird Shop and Art Gallery. Migrants. Most of our turkey vultures go down into central and northern parts of South America for the winter, so most people consider them neotropical migrants.
Not only did we find out where each bird migrated from and to, and the identifying features, but we also got to hear their calls.
And they do tend to be very vocal when they're here. So you'll hear that call a lot. It shows a bald eagle. Inevitably, it'll show a bald eagle, but it's a red-tailed hawk scream that you hear. The bald eagle's actual call is sort of a cackling laugh. So this is actually what a bald eagle sounds like. It's not that harsh, shrill scream of the red-tail.
So the next morning, when we were out on Red Oak Road, I knew exactly what I was hearing.
Oh, there they are, right there, right in front of us. Nice. We're at day 2 of the Driftless Area Birding Festival. And this morning at 6 a.m., they went out on a hike here at Red Oak Road to look for birds. We ate breakfast at the bed and breakfast, and it was fun. But we're gonna take our own little hike out here at the end of Red Oak Road and see if we can see some birds. See the white head up there? It's right there. That's as close as I can zoom in. Maybe he'll fly away.
This is one of those times that I realize that I'm not patient enough to be a good birder.
Yeah, here he comes right across.
Lost him again. Oh, there he is. Okay.
He's probably headed back to that same tree. Well, they might not all be bald eagles, but there's some very large birds in those trees. All those geese in the background.
Oh, there's 2.
There's 3.
That one's marked differently.
Yeah, it's maybe a juvenile learning to fly. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know.
Go for a test drive.
Sure. That seemed like a successful trip to me. Didn't you think that was neat, Matt?
Yeah, you know, and it's interesting being out here. This is the Mississippi River, but it doesn't feel like it.
No.
At least from the perspective of someone who lives in the St. Louis area, because it's just like I thought it was a lake, and then Kay reminded me it was the river.
We are leaving the little parking area over here, and we're gonna head on Red Oak Road from the south end to the north end. And loved getting to see those eagles this morning, and hopefully we will get to see a few more birds and waterfowl on our way. Look at all of them. Oh my gosh, so many. All those are birds.
All the little dots.
All those little dots are birds. Yeah. Whoa.
Matt and I were super happy that the Birding Festival is such a relaxed festival and that we could come out and see Red Oak Road on our own time and still make it to the rest of the events.
and fall migration, and you can get them wintering in Iowa. They're much more common in the southern half of Iowa. You're going to have very few, if any, snow geese wintering this far north. Most of them go considerably further south. But you will get a considerable number here in the southern part of Iowa, especially out in southwest Iowa, around DeSoto. You can get big numbers of wintering snow geese.
After we ate lunch at Harmon's High Chap in New Albin, Iowa, we got a tour of Army Road from Deborah and Ken.
This is a closed area. They can't hunt in here. That's why you always see a lot of, not many ducks, but you always see a lot of geese in here. And in the spring, there's all kinds of swans and stuff in here.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
Built in 1960.
Okay.
And the original road, I'll show you where it ended. When we get this road was in here, but the road beyond that point was not there. Well, they decided they wanted a boat landing, and a couple of the guys, they were in the Army National Guard.
Okay.
And they needed work. And so the Army National Guard built this road for them. It took them, well, Ray said they just started when he went into the service in 60.
1960, right.
And when he got out 4 years later, it was done.
Deborah is the former mayor of New Albin, Iowa, and Ken is a former DNR agent. We were in such good hands with the wealth of information that they gave us on this 1-hour tour. I can't thank them enough.
A little bit because we had some rain the other day.
So what would we see around here? Well, you saw the ducks, but throughout the year, I know
Well,
we have a
in the spring, you
bird
see,
show.
in the spring when the little songbirds are coming through, there's lots of warblers and meadowlarks, orioles, all kinds of stuff.
That was really neat. What did you think of Army Road, Matt?
Well, the thing that's cool about it, in my mind, is that it gets you out into the river in a way that you can't otherwise. And, we probably have already said it once in this video, but up here the river is very kind of shallow and spread out, and there's just different little pockets of water. But it's kind of hard to get to. Yeah, different sloughs. Yeah, that's the official word. So this actually gets you out into it, and you're surrounded by it. And it's an easy drive, or you can walk on the road or take a bicycle or whatever. So just being out close to it all and seeing it up, seeing it up close was really kind of neat.
Yep. And the wildlife we saw when we were out there, well, we saw some beaver dams, and so that was neat. We saw eagles. We saw sandhill cranes. That was really fun because we don't see
some
those
small birds that were just shorebirds with very long beaks. We don't know what they were yet.
I'm gonna try to find that out from our birding experts.
After Army Road, we met back up with the Birding Festival at the Tundra Swan viewing platforms in Brownsville. At the viewing platforms, they had their scopes out looking for the unique birds out on the water.
Where the canvasback were?
Oh, past those even.
Oh, past that willows?
Yes.
It's always nice when you're looking at new wildlife to have the experts find it for you first. It was at the second viewing platform where we finally found some swans.
I would say that we've got a couple of swans out there.
The Driftless Area Birding Festival took place the second weekend of November in 2021. For more information about future birding festivals, follow Allamakee County Conservation on Facebook. We really enjoyed our time at the Driftless Area Birding Festival in Allamakee County, Iowa. It is a unique area of our country. Special thanks to Val at Allamakee County Economic Development and Tourism, and to Ross at Allamakee County Conservation Department. Thanks for watching this episode of Happy Trails Hiking. We hope that we'll see you out in our parks and public lands.